we got checks.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Wish list couldn't predict this. From hanging with the wrong audience to running the show. I'm finally living, but in the beginning I didn't know I get this green. The chicks that used to scream got me up in their dreams. I didn't know I come out clean. The only time the homies see me is on TV screen. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Now you know.
That's nice, dude.
Nice.
Now it's on. I was talking to myself for the longest. Anyway, what's up, people? We're beginners.
Wow.
I'm a beginner. It's Wiz Fiasco, aka Wiz, aka Wizard. Why? Because you cannot fathom the wizardry. And if your will is broken, then pick yourself up. Because where there's a will, there's a way. Find it. And I'm here with my boy, KZ the Truth, the maker of the theme song. Say what's up, dude.
What's up?
I'm here with OhNoItsAlex, everyone's least favorite PC gamer.
What's up, everybody? Check out the Press Start podcast every Thursday at 8:30.
Yeah, Press Start podcast is pretty lit, man. Alex is hilarious as hell. Just ignore the sussery. I'm here with my boy, who's an Alabama fan. Good choice, sir. Very good choice.
And student, sir. And student. Let me clear that up.
And he's a student. Melon Matt.
Yo, what's up? Apparently, I'm the reason why Heartache got kicked off the podcast and shit. So,
Jesus.
I'm just taking all this hate now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We try to deal with the crumb side fuckery over here, but shout outs to Heartache and everybody on the Whip Will podcast, man. We wish y'all the best. Hope everyone has success, and let's try to build each other up. Because as Joe Budden said, if you follow Joe Budden on Twitter, this year feels like it's the year of supporting other men. We need to do that. Just like the women are supporting each other, let's all the men support each other and let's build each other up. Because we was all destined to be kings. So let's stop living like atheists. And in case nobody realizes, this is 11 Time Podcast. We talk about pop culture, we talk about life, we talk about video games. We just chop it up, all right? And first topic of the day is what happened. And what happened, basically, for the new guys, pretty much we just chop up like what's going on, what's on our mind and shit like that. Get to know each other, stuff like that, bruh. So who wants to go first?
Let's talk about Wrestlemania.
Oh God. I knew it.
Let me mute myself because I haven't watched wrestling in years, dog.
Oh man, you need to get back on it and stop playing around.
So Ronda Rousey fucked up what's her name?
Well, what's his name? She fucked up Triple H, from what I heard.
Yeah, she fucked up Triple H. Didn't she fuck up somebody else? She armbarred somebody.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephanie McMahon got. Oh yeah. Shit.
Is her arm really broken, or was that just for the show?
No, that's all. That's all a work.
That's all real.
It's a work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a work is when it's fake. A shoot is when it's real.
Okay. I got you. I was like, nah, they wouldn't like let Ronda Rousey come in there and like snap somebody's fucking arm, bro. Like, no, just like they wouldn't let Brock Lesnar come on and be the fucking WrestleMania champion.
Well, that is actually. So the rumor is that Brock actually went into business for himself. And the rumor, so going into business for yourself means you don't follow the storyline. You just do whatever you want.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
so the rumor is that he went into business for himself and he actually he actually made Roman bleed the hard way. And
I'm looking at a link right now. It says,
and then he took the belt for his own.
Yeah, it says, I'm looking at a link right now. It literally just says Brock Lesnar reportedly broke multiple WWE rules.
Yeah, and then apparently there's no blood allowed in Louisiana.
Damn.
And so then he made Roman bleed. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Now, isn't Roman Reigns, who is it? Fucking.
He's The Rock's cousin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, but his name just escaped my mind for a minute. Yeah. How the hell could I forget about The Rock? What the fuck's wrong with me? That's like my favorite action hero. since Jackie Chan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, everyone hates this. Like, why does everyone hate him, man? What's that
Why does
about?
everybody
I don't hate him. I don't like his movies. Like for
Oh,
me,
Not him, but Roman Reigns.
Oh, why does everybody hate Roman?
Yeah.
Because everyone can see how he's protected by Vince.
Makes sense. Vince McMahon, the greatest promotion showman of all time.
Because he's protected by Vince, like you can see how he he only has 5 moves. A lot of his mic work isn't really that good. In situations where Roman should look weak, they make Roman look strong. So there's never a time where Roman looks bad. It's always something where he always looks good. And that's the problem. Like when you have a character, you're supposed to like have an arc, right? Either be a heel or a face, and then you have a downfall to where you turn to the other side and you grow as a character, and then you move forward and then you become more and you grow. I mean, look at Triple H. It's like 30 years of storytelling just him alone.
Jesus.
Yeah, Triple H is fun. I remember Triple H was that dude.
I remember his old arcs, like
he would be good, then be bad. Yeah.
Like he was face, and then he was heel, and then he was face, and he's heel again.
But that's how you grow as a character, right? And when he wasn't Triple H, and he was, Hunter
H. Hemsley,
yeah, and he was like this hoity-toity rich boy. Right.
I remember that shit.
And that's stuff. That's how you're supposed to change as a character, but Roman hasn't changed. He's been the same.
So he's the new favorite.
Well, not even a favorite. He's Vince's boy, and that's the problem.
So they've been making fun of the Undertaker and John Cena match all day on Twitter.
His pants folded up, like it's whatever. Like of all the things.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, because John Cena had a boner apparently, but it's just his jean shorts. It's jean shorts.
It's
jean shorts. They all jeans do that.
Is George fucked up on?
No, his jorts, like where the zipper is, they bunch up sometimes. So it bunched up when he got pinned by the Undertaker, and everybody was like, "John Cena's got a boner." Ho 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 ho.
Oh man,
it's the same thing. That was a shit match anyway. So
that's what I heard.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 minutes long.
So okay, has anyone been to the movies lately?
No, but I will be going this week. Why?
All right, I'm gonna do my movie review, my weekly movie review thing. I try to go to the movies at least once a week. This movie review I got for y'all is for my flicks recommendation is Ready Player One. I recommend going to see it.
Really?
See, I read the book, and the last thing I want to do is watch the movie.
Yeah, one of my friends who's a teacher, he can't stop reading the book.
The book isn't bad, but it's not good. So like the first half of the book is great, and the last half it just like falls apart.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like
it
I will say
really
that
cringy.
Yeah, if you like I'm not trying, I'm just trying to make like a fun film, Steven Spielberg. And in case you don't realize which one that is, that's basically Jaws, Jurassic Park 2, not 1, but Jurassic Park 2, to a lesser extent AI, Minority Report, and War of the Worlds. Those are basically Steven Spielberg's like, I'm not trying too hard. I'm just doing my thing right now. Mm-hmm. Then you might like this movie. It depends. The movies I listed, if you like those movies, which I love, even though I know AI is a bad film, I still appreciated what he was trying to do with Stanley Kubrick's work. You might like Ready Player One, especially if you like an old head, big nostalgia. Like you fucking see Mecha Godzilla versus the Iron Giant and a Gundam. Bruh.
Sounds like a good movie to me.
I don't know, like that movie, it's so like, isn't nerd stuff fun? And I'm just like, I just cringe.
Yeah, like
about
exactly what I said. Yeah, it's pretty much like Steven Spielberg changed a lot from the book, but like from what I'm hearing, a lot of people, there's people that don't like that because purists, and there's people that do like it because he improves upon what the book was doing wrong, but it still has some of the flaws as far as leaning on nostalgia. Yeah, so it's gonna have nostalgia. Like it had Tracer in there for no damn. It pretty much had everything except for Nintendo. So it kind of makes Nintendo look like a bunch of dickheads. Like, yo, we trying to do the you guys seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, pretty much the big deal about that film was it basically was the first and last time we ever saw Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, all the motherfuckers lined up all together. Like, we never get that ever again. You'll never buy that movie on DVD unless it's like something that came out years prior because of the licensing issues that film has. This movie's going to go through that same issue. This movie's going to be the next Hook. I know I'm fucking hyping this movie up right now, but I really enjoyed this movie, and it's going to be the next fucking Hook, where it's like it got trashed when it first came out because like, oh, it's not like the book, but then later on it's going to accumulate that whole nostalgia about it, and it's going to be like, yeah, I didn't think we would see a Gundam versus, you know, fucking Mechagodzilla or fucking Tracer team up with Master Chief, and it would have been so much more perfect. Not that much, but so much more perfect if we would have had fucking Mario.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a good movie. I recommend it. If you don't want to go see it full price, I say go see it at matinee. It's pretty getting decent reviews from people, and people are just like, Steven Spielberg's done it again. But like I said, it's Steven Spielberg not trying. That was pretty much my Flicks review. That's basically, I just do Flicks review real quick, y'all. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But okay, what was the next topic? So we can, I know my man Alex got to get the hell back to damn wrestling real quick.
Gotta get to bed.
Well, that
I got a
too.
meeting in the morning.
All right, let's chop with this Spider-Man thing real quick, man. Let's talk about Spider-Man, bro. And tell me your thoughts on Spider-Man and this whole pre-order culture, like what they doing from what they've announced.
Oh, I mean, pre-order culture on its own, I think, is just pretty terrible, especially in today's day and age. Like, I can imagine it back in like the 80s and 90s when it was like you needed to have things manufactured, there were limited quantities. But today in a day, shipping is so good, manufacturing is so well done, things are made so cheaply, and digital distribution has changed so many things that to pre-order anything is just silly in the sense of like you're not going to get it day one. You will. Like, that's just dumb. To then pre-order it for hype, it's even dumber because I don't know how many times I've been burned by pre-orders or day one buys, or had to wait for patches, wait for things to get fixed before I even get to play it, or at least play it well. And then
Destiny.
Yeah, and then the whole like, oh, I get this statue thing. The only pre-order that I think is like worth it, limited edition, is like Yakuza, because you get shot glasses or like low ball glasses, and you get all this stuff that's like, I can actually use this in real life. So I don't know, like having more plastic crap around your house is never enough. I guess I'm just getting older with it, and I'm just like, space is limited. But I don't know. I just never even like, I don't know. Like, I guess anything like that just to me just seems really dumb, especially like, oh, I'm so hyped for this game, I'm going to pre-order it. Like, you don't even know anything about the game. You just saw a few minutes of Game Informer and you went forward with it. And I get it. Spider-Man's great, and it's Insomniac making it. They've got a good pedigree, but I don't know. I just feel like I feel like maybe this Spider-Man may not be as good as everyone says it is, but it's just being held up by the hype.
Okay. No, you gave your cover. Let me give my cover real quick.
Do it.
My problem is, why are they announcing exactly what the content's going to be? Now, I know I had a discussion, well, kind of on the question section of throw down your questions, and they were like, oh, you know, devs sometimes plan things that I feel that, but things that make me halt is when I look at Far Cry 5. It's like a fun as hell game. Yeah, it has the same Ubification stuff that they got going on, but you know, it's like a game you buy a discount and have fun with. And I see Spider-Man do the same shit where it's like, oh, we have a whole list of all the stuff we're gonna do and all the pre-order stuff, and I'm like, no, I don't like that, because first off, you're turning this to a media sensation where it's literally like a hot air balloon. You're gonna get it, you're gonna be like, this is really nothing. Second of all, the costumes can be unlocked. That's good, but now what's the hell is the point of even getting it? So now is this gonna be like a struggle to get the costumes now? And how many costumes can you get?
Like the crafting, they were like, oh, you can craft the costumes. I was like, so there's crafting in a Spider-Man? Like,
yeah,
like no, like everybody just missed over that. Like, well, why are you crafting in a Spider-Man game? Why? What? Like, can you explain more about this? Well, no, we'll talk later. Well, no. Like, you clearly glossed over something kind of important. Like, what is going on? But you know, it's kind of funny that I trigger a lot of Sony fans, but it's pretty funny.
So Melon, Matt, what you thinking, bro? What you think about it?
I mean, the whole pre-order thing. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I pre-ordered my shit just to fucking get it out the way. Not so much on hype. I mean, I'm a Spider-Man fan, but like,
Oh, Jeff Hardy's back.
Jeff Hardy,
But,
the Hardy Boys. Okay.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy just came back.
oh really?
Yeah, he had I think was it bicep or shoulder surgery?
Huh.
I forgot which one it was, but he's back.
Shouts to Jeff Hardy.
Nice. But yeah, I pre-ordered my stuff just to get out the way. Not so much hype, but just because, like, okay, that way I don't have to worry about it later on. I just get out the way. Now as far as Spider-Man the game like itself goes, I mean, I'm excited for it. I do think it's kind of, I guess, premature for people to jump at the gun so quickly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, granted, I've fallen victim to hype before. I think the latest, or I guess the last time I fell victim to it was Destiny, and then before that was Watch Dogs.
Oh, I knew Destiny was going to be a problem since the demo that I played, or the alpha or the beta, whatever they put out
For Watch Dogs or Destiny?
Destiny.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So then by the time Destiny 2 rolled around, I was not. I mean, I played the beta or whatever, but that was it. Like, I didn't bother with the game, like the actual retail game at all. But yeah, like, I don't know. People are gonna do what they want with their wallets.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, like, you might not agree with pre-ordering and stuff like that. But
Yeah, but I think that's a, I wouldn't say a lame excuse, but I think that's a very weak argument. Like, oh, I'll do what I want with my wallet. Well, if you're looking at it from like being a pro-consumer advocate and someone who is like trying to make sure that the industry stays healthy and the industry like does well, it's not really good to do that with your wallet, right? Because then you're feeding into the one thing that is constantly causing you issues. So you pre-order the games that you want, that you're hyped about, right? So you've already fallen into the hype culture. Then you play games day one that have loot boxes, so you've fallen into that. Then you say, oh, I'm not going to buy loot boxes. Well, they don't affect me. I'm not going to buy loot boxes, so I'm not going to fall into that. But then you do, and then you constantly buy those games that have that. So you
let me
pre-ordering games.
Fuck that shit.
But like,
Alex made a great ass point. Now, you said about, oh, I'm not buying them loot box stuff like that. Here's the thing about the loot boxes, though. Let's say a game like Destiny, right? Destiny sold like 3 million when it premiered, right? So let's say like 1 million people are like, oh, I'm not gonna buy this bullshit, so it doesn't matter. It does matter, because let's say those are real gamers that are playing, right? They're kicking other players' asses. So now the player, because let's face the facts, 80 to 90% of people that play video games are trash. There's so many games out there. You're not going to be good at everything. Most likely you're casual too. Okay, now we got that out the way. Those trash people are going to see good people playing who are actually aware like us. They're going to play the game. They're going to be getting their butts whooped. They're going to have an incentive through these programs, that stuff like that we've seen from Activision, that they say, oh, we didn't put it into our games, but you probably sold it. You get what I mean? So, it's going to basically reinforce, oh, well, I'm getting my butt kicked by this player. To other players, they're going to think, well, I might as well buy something to help me get that extra boost. That's why Battlefront was such a big deal, and dudes were getting called, booty bandits, because it was like, you got to think long term about this shit, because these guys are on the fucking next page before you even think about the cover.
Yeah, and that's like the crazy part too, is I'm not going to tell somebody, don't buy the game. If you want to buy it, that's fine. If you want to buy a game, buy a game. But I'm going to let you know that if you buy this game, like, you are feeding into this machine that is constantly treating you like crap. Because video games are the only medium that I've noticed that gets away with so much more compared to so many other mediums of entertainment. Books don't do this. Movies don't do this.
Exactly.
Music doesn't do this. So music tried to do that, and then they got taken over.
Ooh, shit. Let me point this out to you, Alex. Did you know when that last Transformers movie, which is garbage, by the way, don't watch it. Anyway, they basically, what they did was, because movies kind of, they don't sell you pieces and movies and parts, but I noticed this. They actually released Transformers early, like Thursday or whatever, and for the weekend, it was basically like for the first couple of days, just 3D showings, all but 3D showings. And then they cooked the books to say, oh, we did like 100 million. Technically, they did like 93 million, but you know, they cooked the books a little bit. So movies kind of have that little thing as well. It's just they do it differently, if you get what I mean. It's like the way I cook, you know, my eggs is different from the way you cook your eggs, but either way, we're cooking eggs, if you feel what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, I saw you and BG going at it on Twitter.
Oh, don't take that seriously. None of
Yeah,
that.
no. I guess another conversation that people would bring to the table about the whole buying games day one in terms or versus waiting. You know, like if their friends are all gonna get it, like they know their friends are all gonna get it day one, then they're gonna get it. They're more inclined to get it day one as opposed to waiting. And like you know, like with multiplayer games, especially, like they want to get in on the action as quick as possible because if they end up waiting, then they're like stuck. They're lagging, like they're behind everybody else who's already gotten all this progression stuff. So that's I guess another reason why I would see people buy games day one, not so much pre-order, but buy games day one.
I think with multiplayer games, I think it's different, right? But the reason why I think it's different for multiplayer games now compared to multiplayer games that like I play is that a lot of those, I would even say communities of multiplayer games, they just jump from multiplayer game to multiplayer game to multiplayer game. Like they never stick around.
They don't stay consistent.
There's never anything consistent. And BG likes to make the joke that like, oh, games on PC die, right?
Games on PC die. Look at World of Warcraft.
Multiplayer games on PC die.
They definitely don't.
And I'd be like, well, Counter-Strike Go is Counter-Strike is a 30-year-old game?
30-year-old mod.
Is a mod, and it is
it's 30 years old?
I think so. Let me see.
Shit, I thought it came out in
1999. Came out in 97?
I thought it came out in 99.
Oh, let me see. 1.6 came out in 99.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's 99. All right, yeah.
99. So yeah, 20 years old.
That's fucking crazy, man.
You got a 20-year-old game, and it is, I mean, it's iterative version. Like CS:GO is just the newer version of that source engine on there, and it is right now at 500,000 peak today, and 175,000 playing right now, and it's the third most played game on Steam, behind Dota 2, which is free. So, I mean, if you've got a game that is that deep, like it has that much depth. Like I've put personally 800 hours into CS:GO.
Dear God.
And that's just CS:GO. This isn't counting 1.6, where I probably put like another 800 to 1,000 hours during high school and like college. So when you've got a game like that is that deep, you know, lasting that long.
Yeah.
That's why people on PC don't really play a lot of other multiplayer games, because you have a game that is 20 years old that has that much depth.
You gotta have standards as well, like
not even just standards, but like when you're looking at a multiplayer game, like depth. There are things in CS:GO that people are discovering today on how to play that game.
Then let me ask you this. Call of Duty has peer-to-peer servers. I bet you Counter-Strike doesn't.
No, Counter-Strike uses actual servers.
Exactly.
But the problem with Counter-Strike servers is that they use what's called a 64 tick and not a 128 tick. 64 tick just basically means that every second the server is hit 64 times.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
By what's going on. So what happens is when you're trying to aim at something, sometimes it'll feel like, oh, I was behind a wall and I got shot. Like it happens in Battlefield all the time. Like Battlefield is notorious for that, where you run behind a wall and you get shot because the tick rate is so low that the server is telling, you know, what's going on is that you're still outside, even though you are not around the corner. So people want Valve to move up to 128 tick. So where every 128 or every second, the server's hit 128 times. So it's more fluid motion of what's going on. Like
Yeah.
I think like Overwatch, which I can't stand, is 32 tick.
You don't like Overwatch?
I hate
Ugh.
Overwatch.
Overwatch is so just ugh.
Yeah,
Well, first,
so
I guess let me I guess rebuttal, but or not rebuttal, but let me throw it out there that I'm not like the biggest fan of like arena shooters. So
right.
Or you mean advanced tic-tac-toe?
yeah.
My friends hate when I say that shit. Advanced tic-tac. That's what it is. It's basically advanced tic-tac-toe. Just add a couple more rules to it.
Now, like I used to play, like I played Quake back in the day, but fucking like this Overwatch, like I just don't, I don't see the appeal. That like I don't see the appeal in that, and I also don't, and I get it, it's the new thing now, but Fortnite and PUBG, like let's be honest, those games are mediocre fucking games.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was
I don't
gonna
think,
ask
I don't think they're mediocre. I think they just provide a different amount of stress that people aren't really used to.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
thanks. I got too much shit to be stressed about.
Yeah, but like if you want to stress out, right, then you need to play
yeah.
Dark Dungeon.
Yo, I was gonna ask you this because I forgot to ask you on the last time when I had you and Jez on. I was gonna ask you, what did you think about whole Epic Games versus I think it's Bluehole that does PUBG, right?
Mm.
I was gonna say, what do you think about their whole dispute as far as Battle Royale?
I thought it was dumb.
Thought it was dumb.
Oh yeah, did y'all see today that that studio that made Lawbreakers, they're I guess in the line to make fucking the Battle Royale game.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, is that gonna be the whole thing for all the multiplayer games now? Like
it's the new wave.
Oh yeah.
There's rumors that it's gonna be in Red Dead Redemption 2 now. So I'm like, oh great.
Yeah, oh yeah, get ready for it. I mean that is like the deal.
The thing with that is don't ride the wave, create your own wave, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like
this industry will only follow the wave. Like that's why AAA gaming to me is like so shitty. Because it's just like, oh, what are they doing? Let's do that too.
Or as Jim Sterling says, AAA gaming.
Yeah.
Like
he's a little bit weird on Twitter, but I think his videos always provide a really good point.
Well, I only watch Jimquisition because he's funny as shit with Jimquisition. I just watched his video today and I was like, yes, bruh. Like he's my dude. Well, let me go to the next subject real quick. I'm gonna make sure I get you for every topic. All right. So I was talking to your man, Blandrew. He's not my man. He's your man. I don't know that nigga. I don't know that motherfucker anymore. All right. He's tripping. He's basically made a comment about people being excited for Spider-Man, yet it's some shit about oversaturation. And I'm just like, oh, look at this dude in his little avatar with the little baby hat. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? You're the biggest Mario rider on earth. What are you talking about? Spider-Man's oversaturated. Like, what the hell?
That's a weird thing.
Is Spider-Man Blandrew a weird motherfucker anyway?
Is Spider-Man what did he say? Was it oversaturated?
He basically said Spider-Man was oversaturated.
With what?
He basically was saying Spider-Man was oversaturated, and this new Spider-Man basically looks the same as like
compared to what Spider-Man game?
That's what I'm saying. I basically wrote the dude and said,
what is he talking about? Is he like mean like, oh, there's been like a crazy influx of Spider-Man games?
I guess is what he's saying. I mean, because technically he's partially right, but it's very misleading. Like we haven't had a Spider-Man game in like 4 years
compared to the amount of Mario games there are. Let's not go off the deep end here.
Exactly. Like he was basically saying there's an oversaturated Spider-Man games. It's like it really wasn't like that. Like
let me count.
Mid 90s to the mid 2000s.
Let me count real quick. Hold on. Actually, let's see. Spider-Man that came out in 2000. It was based on the series. Then the movie adaptation. Then
2002.
Then Spider-Man 2
came in 2004.
Then Ultimate Spider-Man.
That came out like 2000.
My bad. I forgot about Spider-Man 3. Whoops.
Oh yeah, we
forgot about that movie.
2007.
Anyway, okay, so that's all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Ultimate Spider-Man. Then Spider-Man. 2
years later.
Yeah. Then Spider-Man. What was it? Web of Shadows. Was it Web of Shadows that came first, or was it? Which one was it?
Pretty much every Spider-Man game until like after Amazing Spider-Man 2, which like ruined the culture. It was a Spider-Man game like every 2 to 3 years.
And then those shitty fucking Amazing Spider-Man games, fucking movie adaptation games. Those are terrible. But yeah, like I don't know what this man's talking about. Oversaturated. Okay.
Basically, man, Blandrew was just like, there's an oversaturation of Spider-Man games, and it's like, yo, you got to be honest with yourself. Sometimes you got to call a ball on this. You're jealous because it's not on the Nintendo console.
Facts.
And you just want to be a problem because it's on PlayStation. And it's like, PlayStation has been synonymous with Spider-Man for 20 years, ever since we were kids, dude.
They had the license for a long time.
Yeah, and Sony and Marvel are cool as fuck. And
okay, here we go. All right, I found them. All right, so the Spider-Man. I'm not even gonna count. Okay, fuck. I'm not even gonna count fucking. Well, I guess if you want to, you can go all the way back to Spider-Man, the video game that came out in 1991. Then the one that came out in 95, Venom and Spider-Man. Then the 2001 adaptation is based on the animated show at the time.
Exactly, yeah.
And the movie adaptation, then 2, then 3, then Ultimate, then Web of Shadows, then Shattered Dimension.
And those were good games. They weren't bad. They were good.
Then Edge of Time. Oh yeah, I forgot. Spider-Man Friend of Fro came out.
That was trash.
After Ultimate. And then you had the movie adaptations. And that's really
and the movie adaptations just rushed. Like they had good web slinging.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Spider-Man games. 11 to 12 Spider-Man games, as opposed to how many Mario games are there?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go straight at Mario. It's just the fact that a dude like this, who's literally in love with the brand, that their main thing is just pushing the same small compact set of genres. And like you don't see that as a problem. Whereas Spider-Man games come out, majority of them, they're not bad games. They're decent games. They're not the best. So not only are we going to reach Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man heights, or even Web of Shadow heights, but they're still decent games.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just kind of like, what are you talking about, my man? Like the hip hop is at the highest level, and I just can't stand that nonsense. That's the same reason why I couldn't listen to dudes on God of War. Like the Xbox fans are going at God of War because the action game that they wanted. The Nintendo fans are going at Spider-Man because, like, I'm saying it right now, Spider-Man games are the pinnacle of platforming games.
Would you qualify them as platformers?
Yes, because here's what I used to do in Spider-Man games, like the ones where he was free roaming. I used to rooftop jump. Like you could literally jump from roof to roof, run across roofs. You have projectiles to fling you forward to help you swing. You do this in projectiles, okay? You platform in Spider-Man. Spider-Man is one of the top platformers in my opinion, and nobody probably even thought about that. Just like I bet nobody even thought that Assassin's Creed is a platformer when it is. You mainly spend your time high in the air, afraid to fall to your death. You're jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Assassin's Creed and Spider-Man and like what Infamous. I can't think of other games right now, but those are the new type of platformers. And the dude, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, basically, because it involves jumping. The main thing you're gonna be pressing is like the jump button or the run button. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, how you gonna talk about Spider-Man being old and played out when literally Mario's doing the same type of actions since we were kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't hating on Spider-Man though. I mean, I ain't hating on fucking Mario. Mario's my boy. All right, I know Alex gonna kick my ass because I know Alex, you like Mario Odyssey, right?
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was as good as Zelda.
I haven't played a fucking Nintendo console since fucking GameCube, so
they're gonna label us like Nintendo haters. Well, let's let you guys know Alex owns a Switch and I own a 3DS, so shut up.
I'm just not interested in the shit that they have anymore. Like.
It's honestly like it's a great handheld. That's exactly what it is. It
The
is
Switch?
it's a handheld.
Good thing
That's-
Beast Boy isn't here because Beast.
I mean,
I know I got the Beast Boy.
People could
icon.
say,
I'm not
"Oh, it's a
Beast Boy.
hybrid. It's a hybrid. This. It's a hybrid that." Sure, fine. Marketing wise, yeah, it's a hybrid. But where that system shines is being a handheld. That's why I give it so
Here's
many
my
more
thing.
breaks
When
than I do other things.
Here's my thing. When is Nintendo ever going to pretty much just make a fucking GameCube 2? Like,
Whoa.
is it really
I
that
think
hard?
the Switch is going to be the GameCube too.
Wait, what?
I think the Switch will be the GameCube too.
Nah. I'm not talking about a handheld. I'm talking about make a legitimate fucking home console.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Not the fucking Wii, not the fucking Wii U, not the Switch. Like, make a legitimate fucking home console. One.
They're just not equipped to do it, man. They're
definitely equipped. They just won't do it.
Like, the thing is, the reason why I say they're not equipped is because what they do with third parties, they like to go on their own path, and if they're not getting help that goes on that path, then they'll reject it. History has shown this with their whole situation with Square Enix and Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy was like, do CDs, and Nintendo was like, we're doing cartridges. Yeah, and then the GameCube came along, and the GameCube get mini discs instead of DVDs.
Fucking micro CDs. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, because they hate the fuck out of Sony pretty much. You know, it's like, fuck you, we're not gonna do your path, and we don't think third parties are even that big a deal. They literally said this. If you Alex, do you know about the article, the documentary called Dolphin's Tale?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I just got distracted. A Paige just retired.
Paige.
Yeah.
The wrestler?
Yeah. She had neck surgery a few months ago, and she had to retire today.
Damn.
Yeah.
It'd be that real, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know wrestling like you, man. I'm not up on it like I used to be.
Like I said, I haven't watched it in years. I think the last time I watched it legitimately and actually followed stories was back when Goldberg, The Rock, and Stone Cold were all in. And then I remember I came back in like 2007 and watched a little bit. And then I watched the final WrestleMania for Ric Flair, but that was pretty much it.
No, you got it's really good. Like, it's always been good.
Yeah. Oh, just to let you know, Alex, me and Beast Boy are talking about doing a WrestleCast.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
But I shot it down because I'm like, I don't know shit about wrestling. And then he said it comes on like every day.
Every Monday.
Yeah.
Friday.
So he was talking the idea of like doing a bi-weekly WrestleCast. And I was like, I don't know, man.
It's a lot of work.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't like John Cena. I thought I'd throw out there. I do not like John Cena.
I was never the biggest fan of him, really.
Yeah, I don't like. He's corny. He's corny. He wears jeans when he wrestles. He looks stupid.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like, he's supposed to look silly.
I don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. Like, what's that one dude that has the YouTube channel Up Up Down Down? Is
Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods. Yeah, that's my guy. He's like
funny.
him.
He's funny.
He's cool. He's cool as shit. When I think last year's WrestleMania, I think it was like they had that whole thing where everyone runs to, like, you have your team, and you know you have one person in the ring at a time fighting for your team. If he gets
that's
beat,
Survivor Series.
Yeah, he got beat in the most stupid way. Like, he got knocked out real quick, and it was like, what? Like, why they do him like that? That's bogus. I didn't like it. I stopped watching.
Well, dude, I gotta get going. Is there any other questions you want me to ask? Or you want me to answer?
Pretty much. Oh yeah. Are you getting God of War?
I get bounce too.
All right,
yeah, we're about to end it.
Oh, I'm getting God of War.
Is Al getting God of War? I know his 30 frames.
Probably
his 30
not.
frames.
You know he ain't gonna get that shit.
I still gotta beat the other God of Wars. I never played them.
Oh man, you're missing out.
You haven't beat the God of War series?
I played the first one.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat the first one.
Oh, okay. So you said, look, do you plan on playing like Ghost of Sparta and
I have the PS3 collection, so I'll just probably like play all those there.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna buy it day one. Like, just I see, for me, like I don't like playing games in a series that if I either haven't played the previous games
You're
or
not gonna
even,
play them. Gotcha.
well, no, the thing is, I like to play the original ones first before I play a remake, so that way I have an understanding of like what changed and how these dynamics can change, and I can have a better understanding of like the newer game compared to the older games.
Yeah, and this
I don't like playing just a brand new game or without playing the prequels before it. Like
and
play
this is
after. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say this is definitely. I feel like it's a continuation. I know the devs have said like, "Oh, it's a new game." Like, no, it's a continuation. Let's be honest.
I mean, I don't know the story, so I really can't speak on that. But like a good example for me is like Max Payne, right?
Yeah,
I played Max Payne 3 and I thought it was pretty good. Then I went back and I played Max Payne. I played Max Payne 1 and 2, and I was like, Max Payne 3 is trash.
Oh damn!
Whoa!
And I was like, Max Payne 3 is a terrible game
compared to
the first one. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say 2 is
2 gets a little weird.
Yeah, 2 is a little.
But the first Max Payne, the storytelling and like when you see what happens to Max in the first and second games, and you play 3, his character doesn't even make any sense in 3. Like he was never someone to like protect people. He was always like out for himself and like what he wanted to do, and they just tried to be like too gruff McGruff with it, and so Max Payne 3 just feels like really shitty and like a cash in. So
man, I like your views on games, man. I can't wait to see what you think about this Dark Souls remaster because
bro, I'm getting that shit.
Dark Souls is probably one of the best games ever made.
There's a lot of people complaining though. Like I think it's gonna be good because for one, it's 60 frames on all platforms except for the Switch. I'm just like, oh my god, it's 720p, 30 frames.
It's a tablet.
It's the PS3 version.
Tablet.
It's the PS3 version. That's what
right, but think about it. You have a PS3 in your hands. It's a tablet.
Yeah. But I mean, 60 frames on all. Come on, you're a 60 frames.
Great. It would be
you're a 60 frames guru, dog. Like
it would be great, but then again, I'm literally not putting an entire piece of hardware with a screen in my hands anywhere I want to go. That's where I'm okay with like a lower frame rate because I'm not expecting a powerhouse, right? It is a less than half-inch thick tablet that I'm playing these kinds of games on. There's going to be cutbacks.
I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna send you like a link to the GCPD2. It's literally a PC.
I saw that.
You seen that?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, look what the hell that thing's doing. It's got
USB.
But
that is also a full PC that costs like what, $800.
What, GCPD2?
Yeah.
I don't think it costs. I think it's like 600.
Yeah. So you're twice the price of a Switch.
Yeah, but you ain't got to buy all the extra accessories. Oh,
right.
What the fuck is a bug in my room?
You're also twice the price of a Switch.
Yeah. But,
so you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah. And
but I mean, I expect those kinds of like cutbacks on something that is literally an Android tablet.
But yeah, the Switch, we gonna see how the Switch performs. Hopefully, it ain't gonna be like no damn Rocket League where it's like no dynamic bullshit or Doom, or anything like that. Hopefully, it's gonna have some steady frame pacing at least. But I'm just letting you know right now. Like, if anyone tells me, "Yo, I'm Dark Souls Remaster, what's the deal? Should I get it on what platform?" I'm gonna say, "Yo, you need to just get it on fucking PS4 or no Xbox X if you got it."
No, they're on PCs because you can mod it.
Oh, good point. Well, then again, most folks are saying like this Dark Souls Remaster is lazy because there's a mod that literally does everything.
Yeah, DS Fix.
It's doing.
Yeah, but that's
plus on the PC they're charging you the full $40 instead of like giving it to you for free after they fucked it up.
Yeah, they should have done like BioShock. So a lot of people are upset about that, but
or at least at a lower price.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, but and servers. Actually has servers for the online and passwords. So I'm just like,
it's gonna be okay. All right.
Yeah. But I mean, like online for me, I liked random invasions. I didn't like partying up. Like partying up with people was stupid. I like to get randomly invaded.
Exactly.
Or invade people. Yeah.
The what?
Or you said randomly invaded or invade people.
Yeah. I don't like to.
That's how Bloodborne used to be. When it first came out. It used to be like that, and then they integrated the whole password thing, and then you couldn't really. I mean, you can still randomly invade people. It's just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Alex, before you go, man, my homeboy, I was texting my homie. He wants you to answer for what you said. I just sent him a picture of what you said on Twitter about Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
So just round us out with that and what you think, and please confirm my theory because he comes to visit. He lives like in Georgia, so he gonna come visit me probably over the summer. But he says he's gonna bring me a PS4 to play it. But here's my thing: Bloodborne is easier than Dark Souls. Is this true or false?
Yeah, it's easier.
I knew it. Go ahead, break it down.
It is very easy. The majority of the bosses, I pretty much almost either 2-shot or 3-shot. Father G took me, I think, 5 tries. The hardest boss for me in the game was Ebrietas. That's because I was like 20 levels below recommended.
I hate that bitch.
But even then, once I was leveled up to where it was comparable, I was fine. Kos was the best fight in that game, and that's a shame. Yeah. Orphan of Kos was the best fight in that game, and it's a shame because it's DLC.
Damn.
Yeah.
The counter system looks easy as shit. Like you just shoot, you take an offensive move to do a counter. Like how does that even make sense?
The thing is just the gun's a parry, right? That's all it is. Just pretend like in Souls where you would parry with your shield. It's the same thing, right?
Yo, I'm gonna just end things on my note with this. I just want a Demon Souls remaster. That's all I want.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait a minute. What the hell? Bobby fucking Lashley? What?
Whoa, what about Bobby Lashley?
He just debuted on Raw.
Wow, that man really came back. Wow.
The same people now.
Bobby Lashley just debuted. Well, dude, EC3 just debuted on NXT.
Bobby Lashley's a fucking weirdo.
They're owned by the same people. Disney owns wrestling now.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
April Fools.
But yeah, Demon Souls is the hardest game, not because of the difficulty of the game.
So fucking.
But because of
Jesus Christ,
the learning curve of Demon Souls is hard. Yeah.
Demon Souls, yes. Well, we are all big Dark Souls dudes. I love the Dark Souls series, except for 2. Fuck 2.
Yeah, no,
I love
2.
I almost beat Dark Souls 1, and then that gecko. You remember? I don't know if you remember, Alex, but when the game first came out, before people complained about it, there was a gecko that was like spit on you and drop you down a couple soul levels and then destroy your armor.
Yep.
Yeah, that really pissed me off. So I quit the game for like a while. I do that when I get mad. And my homie came and borrowed the game, and he never gave it back.
Oh yeah, and Alex, for the record, you just say fuck Dark Souls 2 all across the board.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is probably one of the worst Souls games.
Fuck that game, dog. Fuck that game.
There's so many issues with that game, and you can just clearly tell how lazy they were with it.
Yeah, fuck that game, bro. But y'all got anything else before I wrap this up, yo?
Nah, fam. Here's what I do. Have a good week.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep watching wrestling and go to bed.
Yeah. You're always shout out your podcast, man. Your links.
Oh yeah, check out Press Start Podcast every Thursday at 8:00, and then I stream Friday and Saturday on Twitch. It's at OhNoItsAlex.
I'm gonna try to get Erica on the show one day. We're gonna chop it up with Erica and Kofi.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna get everybody on at once because it's gonna be like Press Start, the lower budget version. We're gonna just get y'all one at a time. Hopefully, if I can work something out with y'all.
You also need to check out the Usual Suspects podcast with the goofiest hardhead.
Oh, them motherfuckers crazy.
I love hardhead. The guy's a nutcase. Honestly, that is one of the best internet people I've met in a long time.
Oh, wow. You got any links you got to shout out, Melon?
Nah, other than if y'all want to hit me up on Twitter. That's pretty much it. Like I'm not on here, much. I'm just, doing my own thing really. So
yeah, we over here watching the fuckery with internet celebrities falling apart, fighting each other, all that crazy shit.
Crazy.
No, none of that over here.
Yeah, not over here. I'm trying to.
Here.
That's why
they ain't crumb side.
Yeah, that's why I haven't blown up, because I'm not trying to do all that crazy fuckery that people are trying to bring my way. So cheap and simple here and chill. But once again, I appreciate you guys showing up. I'll support y'all on y'all content, man. Y'all can stop by anytime y'all want. This is Wiz Fiasco, aka Wiz, aka Wizard. Why? because you cannot fathom the wizardry. And shout out to Ronda Rousey for winning because she could not win at UFC. Her bum ass got her ass knocked the fuck out by Amanda Nunes.
Damn, why'd you have to do her like that?
She racked that bitch's neck. That's why she quit her.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, peace out, bro.
Peace.
Later.
And we got checks all on the wish list, couldn't predict this. From hanging with the wrong audience to running the show. I'm finally living but in them again and I didn't know. Didn't know I get this dream. The chicks that used to scream got me up in their dreams. I didn't know I come out clean. The only time the homies see me is on TV screen. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Now you know. Now you know.